Today, we're going to talk about the process of a short sale in New York and many parts of the United States. My name is Hector Villatoro from Arvid Realty. If you're looking to know more about short sales, stay with me. In other words, short sales are a better alternative than foreclosure, not only for the lender but also for the seller. However, short sale transactions are more complicated than the regular process of buying and selling a home, and therefore take more risk from the buyers. Let me tell you, before you decide to buy a short sale, you must know exactly how the process works. Today, I will tell you a few things that you need to know in order for you to make the process easy to understand and determine if that's the right decision for you when you're buying a home. First of all, I want to I want to talk about what short sale mean and when short sale occur. Short sale occur when a homeowner is in financial problems and decide to sell their home for less than what they owe to the bank or the mortgage company. The bank of the mortgage, the original mortgage, get all the proceeds of the sales and they can forgive the difference or get a deficiency judgment to the current owner. We require the original borrower owner to pay back what's left over. But what will be a short sale beneficial? This seemed like a less than ideal arrangement, not only for the bank but also for the seller. Especially is the difference is forgiven. It often preferable alternative to foreclosure. Why? A short sale is a way for a homeowner and the lender to get out of a difficult situation by taking a loss. So it is often possible for a buyer to take advantage of this situation by getting a lower price. However, buyers should be aware that buying a house short sale is not always a good investment because the bank is selling it as is. Nobody's going to do any repair, and sometimes the buyers cannot get a loan for them. Now, when does a home goes in a short sale? As I told you before, home goes in short sale when the current homeowner cannot pay their monthly payment. That this owner, instead of waiting for the bank to take the house back in foreclosure, the owner apply for a short sale by listing the house with a broker who will contact the mortgage company and start the marketing to sell the house as a short sale. There are few critical factors that the lender will consider when deciding whether to sell the house or approve a short sale or not. Number one, the house has to be worth less than what the mortgage amount. The lender will the lender will order an appraisal of the property to verify the value. The seller must prove that she have financial problems. They have to show that they don't have the income to pay back the rest of the mortgage. Now let's talk about short sales compared with foreclosure. Short sales and foreclosure are both these two processes occur when the homeowner cannot pay the mortgage and keep up with the house, or if they find that their mortgage is underwater. What I mean underwater is that the borrowers have a owes more money than the what the house worth. In both cases, the homeowners will lose possession of the home. So the circumstances are and repercussions are different. The extent of the seller control is a significant difference between the two processes. In a short sale, a seller will decide or will hire a broker to sell the house and submit an application package seeking a lender approval to sell the property when for less of the amount that they owe. This process is normally handled, as I said before, by a broker or real estate agent. Therefore, the seller entered into this process voluntarily, which is not the case for foreclosure. Once the lender approves a short sale, a seller is in charge of selling the property. However, the lender is responsible for the negotiation and determining where to accept or reject any offers. And obviously, they may receive many offers from the investor as the lender who's trying to recoup as much money as possible. On the other hand, the foreclosure is a legal action that I mentioned on a different video that the bank take by is a is an action taken by the lender after all the homeowner fall behind on the monthly payment. Both processes can negatively impact a seller credit. A foreclosure can have more damaging impact on their credit score and also for a longer period of time. They has to wait for longer time when they get foreclosed. Furthermore, the foreclosure process can be expensive for the seller and a lender, and ultimate for them to file bankruptcy for cases. Just to add to the bankruptcy part, is the seller decide to hold on to the house longer, might be forced to file son of the bankruptcy chapter that any lawyer will advise it. But in general, if it's a homeowner, of if you know anyone who is behind on the mortgage payment, or they cannot afford, they cannot afford to keep paying the house, I recommend to get a good real estate broker to ask about how better work. You might be able to qualify for modification, but you also can go for a short sale rather than waiting on a foreclosure, because foreclosure create a lot of more harm to your credit, and you will be better off if you claim your debts. As long as you have a convenient negotiation for you, that is going to help you. Now, on the other hand, if you're a buyer looking to buy a short sale, especially the way the market is, you probably will not get that much benefit because the bank knows, all the lender they know that the prices of the home are high, and even if the house needs work, the bank might come with a higher counter offer. Let's say it's the market value is 500 or something like that. You the bank might come back with something similar like a regular sale. In other words, you have to make sure that you have all the knowledge and the right advice, because sometimes I have experienced in the past some buyers who have put an offer for a short sale. We start the process, everything is going well, and then the current lender sell the loan to another bank, and the other bank, then we need to start the process all over again. And different banks have different guidelines. What I mean is that the other bank might want to have a way competing offers, and the buyer that was previously end up losing the house because another person offered higher number. And we as broker, we only provide all the offer to the bank, and the bank made the decision. It, this process, even if we don't want to face it, many people have that situation about that perception that they wanted to buy it also because it's cheaper. It's not always the case. Regardless of what is your situation, if you have a question, do not hesitate to call us. My name is Hector Villatoro. I'm the broker for Arvid Realty, 631-617-5135. If you are interested in finding more about or being more educated about the process or any part of real estate, I'll be happy to share with you important information. If you like the information we provide, please join us, subscribe to our channel so we can keep providing as much information as possible. Thank you very much. I look forward to seeing you.